Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense comes on the field first today. And now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a short completion to the tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
3 receivers in a bunch formation as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run it here. And they'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass complete on the crosser. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got the first and still going.
With great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Knowshon Moreno. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, quarterback
deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Arizona State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Receiver makes the catch. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Bringing pressure. Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. The defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Here's the target, and it's complete. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's how you finish a play. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Curry.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Wideouts now clustered. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive.
He's in the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Sun Devils pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Solid gain there. It sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Trying to run it. It's Poe. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So it's 1st and 10, inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
There's contact on the throw. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick completion to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Making people miss. Finally able to make the tackle, but that's a huge gain here as they grab momentum wrapping up the 1st quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far, and the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. He decides to keep it here. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes a quick catch. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety ball.
Touchdown, Georgia. They couldn't stop him there.
Chris, it's a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
They have the extra point and the lead now 21-zip. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaking free at the 35. Muscles past the defender. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. A completion makes it second and short. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to chuck it again. Grab down the middle. It's Poe. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Defense is coming after him. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he drops back in the gun. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch. It's Poe. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Touchdown, ASU, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, what can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Handing off on the draw play. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down. So the misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch downfield. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, that being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Caught over the middle. It's Ellis. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Pass caught. 2nd down now. Ball handed off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now. The offense really clicking here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Slides it with throw. That's a big hit at the end, but leaving a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
It can be hard sometimes in the pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught quickly. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So one more play here before halftime. Here's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. The sure hands. It's Poe. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Here he goes. Inside the and they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Touchdown being called back sort of sums up the day for this offense so far. A string of costly mistakes. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
What an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
Catch is made down the middle. They're able to get him down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's hit right as he throws it, and complete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
4th down, look at the throw for it. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Sun Devils are looking to keep this drive going. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to scramble. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete. He gets hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Grab down the middle. It's Daly. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Sun Devils will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Georgia, 28, Arizona State, 14.
Returner choosing to field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The Dogs will have to kick it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And they do pick up 1st down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
To the wideout. He's brought down at the 20. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Sun Devils pick up enough for a 1st down. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. And this one is caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils, as they come roaring back now. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand. So they decide to run it in on the 2-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. Put 2 up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Man, put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver, so it's the instincts and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
Well, to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. And that one falls incomplete. The receiver was wide open. What a missed opportunity.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looks right and lets it fly. Caught near the goal line. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
I love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage.
Touchdown, ASU. And this game is now dead even.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
The PAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting close to the midfield.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They keep him off bounds with a run. Fights through a tackle. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. 2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in expecting the pass and blew up the play.
And there's the handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Dogs will line up to boot it away.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
And it's taken at the 25. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Working clock with the ground game. As the first down is still going. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
3rd and short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert to keep the drive going? So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Try and muscle for the first down. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets up 1st and goal at the 8.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
1st and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.